Welcome to Let's Go Podcast episode number 7. Today we have in our show Kristine Ion Rood. She started training and fighting MMA at the age of 45. She's an inspiration to all of us who think that we are old or we are too late to start anything or to do anything and to chase our dreams. So without any further ado, let's go and find out more about her. Hi, ma'am. Thank you very much for doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, she's Kirsten Ion Rood, and she's second in active Iowa women pound for pound. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, and
That's what they.
26th in active U.S. Midwest women. But that also pound for pound. Yeah, that's
all
that's
right.
really impressive. That was uploaded like 12 hours ago, 12 to 13 hours ago. And you're a welterweight fighter, yeah?
Say that again.
Welterweight.
Yes. Well,
Oh.
yes, I fluctuate. I fought
Okay.
170 last
Yeah.
fight, and then I was 155 the fight before.
Oh, okay. You have any plan to move down because UFC don't have women's welterweight division?
Right. I only fought that weight class because my opponent wanted to be that weight, and
Okay.
I didn't have to lose any weight anyway, so I just did.
Oh.
I planned to go to 145.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's okay. Yeah, that's a pretty big jump then.
Well, I'm not going to do it right away. My next 2 fights will be at 155.
Okay. So ma'am, why did you start MMA? Like, what was the reason behind it?
Well, really, initially, my husband came home one day and started talking about Ronda Rousey, and
Yeah.
he said, you would really be good at doing that. And I thought he'd fallen down and bumped his head. I told him he was crazy, but I'm a competitive figure skater, and
Oh,
I
okay.
train at Big Five Power Conditioning. And the gentleman that was training with me trains a lot of fighters, and he had some
Okay.
pictures on his wall, and one of them was Barb Honchak, who a lot of people know. And so I just started asking questions about the lady in the picture. I'm like, tell me what about that lady? And he's like, I said, she looks really strong. And he said, well, you're actually stronger than she is. And I said, you're kidding me. And he's like, no, you lift heavier weights than she does. And I'm like, okay. And so I asked a few more questions, and I said, she's MMA? And he's like, yeah. And I said, you know what? I said, let's do that. He's like, really? And I go, yeah. He goes, he goes, you remind me a lot of her. I can see you doing that. I said, okay, well, let's do it then. And that's how it got started.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good, yeah. You've got 2 wins on
I'm
your
sorry?
belt. You're doing pretty good. I mean, like,
Yeah, I have 2 wins.
none of your fights have gone over 1 round, yeah. It was pretty awesome.
Yes.
Um,
Well, thank you.
so like, did you get in any training before like MMA, or did you get straight into MMA? Did you train wrestling, Muay Thai, or
Nope,
judo?
nothing.
You got straight into
Nothing.
MMA. Okay.
Right.
Oh.
Yep.
So like, isn't that like a big jump? Coming at a later age, at the age of
I
40.
suppose so, but I'm a retired police officer, so it's
Oh.
not like I wasn't used to,
Okay.
getting hands-on with people.
Okay.
But I had never had any formal training of wrestling, jiu-jitsu, any of it. No, I had not.
That's impressive then. Um,
Thank you.
so like, what was your early age like before MMA?
What was my life like?
Yeah, before MMA and after MMA.
Before MMA, I was training. I was an athlete. I would do an hour of ballet a day and 2 hours of ice skating on ice, and running my kids everywhere. Stay-at-home mom for the most part, homeschooled my kids.
Okay.
Then after I decided to do that, then I added, of course, an hour of boxing, an hour of jiu-jitsu,
Okay.
and the various hour of sambo. So I do all those activities now on top of it.
So like, which do you think, which life do you think is easier, the before one or the one right now? Which do you like it?
Easier, I suppose it's easier not to train, but I like to train. I like the challenge, so it makes me get up in the morning. I like the challenge of it.
Okay. Ma'am, coming back to you. So like, can you talk about your first fight against Christina Skinner? You won again by a submission, I guess. It was pretty quick. It was like 19 seconds. That was
Yes,
that was
yes.
that was very nice. Can you talk
Yes,
about like?
I was.
Yeah, I don't know if you have much time to assess that fight, but can you tell like what happened there?
Well, I just she came at me and I was hitting her, and then I just saw the opportunity for the choke, and next thing I know, she was tapping. I was just as shocked as everybody else that it happened that quickly. I did not expect that at all.
Uh,
So it was a pleasant surprise, I guess.
and just like your first fight, your second fight also like ended in a surprise. Like Imari Claud, yeah, the I think the corner threw the towel after the first round ended.
Yes, yes. Well, the interesting story with Imari Claud is she wasn't supposed to be my opponent. I had a different opponent, Laura Sanchez,
Yeah,
and she had a fight in December, and she
yeah.
had taken too much head trauma,
Okay.
so she pulled out. Well, then they offered me Imari Claud, and I said, after I had looked into her, I found out she had 3 special needs kids, and I said no, I wasn't gonna fight her. And I'm like, I'm not gonna fight her because she doesn't know what she's getting into, and she's gonna see my other fight on YouTube, and then she's gonna back out at the last minute, and I will have sold all these tickets, and so I'm just not interested, So then they kind of did a little promotional video, and they said, you don't know, she could be pretty tough, this, and this. And I'm like, okay. So they showed me that video of her saying that, I want to see her face when I beat her in front of her friends and family. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, game on. They said, well, she's already fighting a fight after you anyway in May. And I said, okay, fine, let's do it. And then that's how that started.
Oh.
So.
In that fight, I think the commentators were talking a bit rash about you in that fight. I think
They talking what?
a bit rash about you. They said like you were talking too much and something like that. They were saying something like. Did you notice that? Have you watched the fight on YouTube?
I watched the fight. Yeah.
Yeah. They were talking something like, you not being able to back up when you were fighting.
I'm not.
Yeah. That's what they said.
No. They said she wasn't.
Oh.
She wasn't ready.
Okay,
she wasn't ready to go and step in the ring with me. She wasn't prepared.
Oh, okay. So like, you said that no, I would not fight myself at 46.
Yes,
yeah,
they okay. So that was taken out of.
Yeah,
that was
that's what they
taken out
said.
of context.
Yeah.
That was taken out of context. So what the story was, that was supposed to be the interview for the Laura Sanchez fight.
Okay.
And what I said is I would not want to fight. My 23-year-old me would not want to fight the 46-year-old me.
Oh,
That's what I had said.
Oh.
But they cut it.
Oh.
They cut it in a different spot, so it made it sound like I would not want to fight my 46-year-old self. That's not what I was saying, but you know how that stuff happens.
Oh yeah. So ma'am, like in the second fight, I was pretty amazed. Like you were standing still at the beginning. What was your thought process in that during that time? You were standing like pretty still, waiting for her to come or something like that.
Well, I thought she was going to charge me, so I was just waiting. I was waiting for that to happen.
Okay.
If you would have saw backstage what I saw.
Yeah.
He was having her sprint right to her trainer was having her sprint right to him and punch him, and I was like, okay, so she's just going to sprint across the cage at me, and that's how it's going to start. That's really what I thought, but so I was just waiting. And then when it didn't happen, then I was like, okay, well, here we go. She's obviously not going to charge at me, and so.
Like, what are the problems do you have while training and fighting at this age?
I wouldn't say age is the factor. I would say my problems are everybody wants to schedule everything at the same time. So like all the different jiu-jitsu places and the boxing places, and when I want to get different training in every day, there's a conflict of times for me, and that's where I have the biggest problem. But I've kind of fine-tuned my schedule. I've kind of sidestepped that now a little bit. So I do get, I guess maybe being older, I get tired quicker, maybe, but I don't know. I do 6 hours a day some days.
Oh my God.
4 hours to 6 hours.
Oh, that's healthy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think is the perfect age to start MMA?
Well, I don't think there's any perfect age, because if you start early, you get your body beat up early.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I don't think there is any perfect age. Everybody says, "Oh, you're starting late."
Yeah.
Really? Am I starting late, or do you just start too early?
Yeah, you really
I don't
inspire.
think there's
You really inspire me. Yeah, I thought I was seriously. I think I'm too late to start because
no.
people
I
around me
started.
say that you're too
No,
late.
no. You know what? No, you're not. I started at 46. No, you're crazy. I started figure skating at age 37. Who does that? I never skated before either. And now I'm, competing and I'm
Okay.
halfway through the kids level tests. No, you can do whatever you set your mind to.
Okay.
People's bodies, when they quit moving, that's when their bodies age. If you
Okay.
just keep moving, your
Yeah.
body's not going to age like that.
Oh. Okay. Because
That's
yeah,
my philosophy.
that's what I saw. People around me say that you're too late, and I see a woman who's like double the age, almost double the age of me, doing that, and
That's
it's
right.
awesome.
You know in your heart of hearts whether it's right for you. Nobody else can tell you. If I listened to what everybody else told me in the world, I wouldn't be doing anything right now. I wouldn't have become a cop because everybody was afraid of me to become a cop. Like, oh, really? You sure? Aren't you afraid? No. You can't live your life off of other people's fears. And even now, people are like, oh, aren't you afraid? No, I'm not afraid. I'm not gonna not accept a fight because you're afraid for me. That's crazy.
Okay.
So.
Where do you see your career going now?
Well, I just take one fight at a time
Okay.
because you never know if you get hurt.
Yeah.
It's so I just I don't know. I saw somewhere that the oldest title fight in the UFC
Yeah.
title holder was like late 30s or early 40s.
Okay.
So I thought, I was never motivated to go to UFC before to be a title holder because I always know there's going to be somebody to come right behind you to take it away from you.
Yeah.
But if I could be the oldest title holder ever, that might be interesting.
Yeah, that would.
Because I already got that other guy beat.
Yeah, that would be
at
awesome.
46.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. That
Uh,
would be awesome.
what kind of fighter do you like? The trash talker one or the humble one?
No, I like the humble one because you know what? The trash talker, it just shows their ignorance because there's always somebody better. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be somebody better.
Yeah.
And if you don't realize that, then
Okay.
I don't know. I think that's stupid. There's no reason to trash talk your opponent, in my opinion. If you want to build yourself up, I guess, if that's your way of giving yourself some self-confidence, then I don't know. You need help, I think.
Okay, ma'am. So like your thoughts on tomorrow's match, yeah, against Amanda Nunes and Pennington. You have pick. If you have to pick.
You know what? I do not have a pick because I've seen Amanda Nunes, but I haven't seen Pennington fight.
Okay.
And because I spend so many hours training and then I have two kids
Yeah.
and I have two businesses I run, I don't really watch a lot of TV. I try to catch them,
Okay.
but I don't have a prediction.
Okay, ma'am. Oh. So can you tell me more about business and motherhood?
Well, it keeps me busy. I have two kids, 12 and 14.
Okay.
And then I have two businesses, a construction company and a car lot or
Okay.
car dealership.
Okay.
And I have another business that I'm working on that I'm going to start. And then I just wrote a children's book. So
Oh.
I'm busy.
Yeah, you're doing a
I'm
lot.
busy.
My God, you're
I'm doing a lot. I'm living life. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Ma'am, like
Full speed ahead.
does motherhood trouble you while training?
No, my kids get it. They don't like to see me miss training because they don't want to see me get hurt. They would rather see me win. So they understand. And it inspires them too.
Yeah.
That's what they tell me.
Okay. So there is one question, like, do you go on NoFap as well? Like there are some fighters like Ali and others, they go to NoFap before they fight.
They go to where?
NoFap. They don't.
Oh,
they
no
hold, yeah,
fat.
yeah.
Oh, I'm still kind of tweaking my diet because I used to hang around 217 pounds when I was even figure skating and trying to do axles on the ice. I was pretty heavy. And so I really, it took me a while to eke my weight down. And I do no carb, high fat pretty much for the most part right now.
Okay.
But I will be experimenting to, try to get those last 20 pounds.
Oh.
So
Okay.
we'll see.
So how tough is the weight cut on you?
The last time it wasn't too bad. I was within like 6 pounds the day of the fight, and so then I just kept water that day. I mean, it's not easy for women to lose weight, but if you
Yeah.
just don't let yourself get out of hand to begin with, it's easier. Going down to 145 will be a challenge for me, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see. I just have to slowly eat down there.
Oh, okay. So, what are the thoughts on Ronda Rousey going to WWE? Yeah.
I was kind of surprised by that. I wasn't sure. I guess I don't know what her career aspirations are.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd like it.
Would you like to go as well
Just
if you got the opportunity?
if I got the opportunity.
Yeah. Somewhere down the line.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I would feel comfortable doing that or not.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Not at this time. I would not. Not at this time.
Oh.
I'm never saying never in the future, but
Okay.
I don't really see myself doing that.
Which aspect of martial arts do you like the most? Boxing, Muay Thai, or the kicking, or wrestling, jiu-jitsu? Which do you enjoy
Well,
the most?
the reason I like MMA is because
Yeah.
you can do a little of all of it
Yeah.
and not have to be an expert at any of it, and you
Yeah.
can still win.
Oh.
I think it's harder to be in one specific sport, like just to do boxing alone. I
Yeah.
find it more difficult because
Oh.
then you take the rest of your tools out of your toolbox. Or
Yeah.
to be a jiu-jitsu, then you can't hit.
Yeah.
Then I find that harder. I think it's more frustrating. So, but until I get better at each individual thing, then I don't have a favorite.
Oh. Okay. So, ma'am, one last question. What are your ultimate goals in
Okay.
life and MMA?
What are my ultimate goals?
In life and MMA.
Yeah. In life, I would like to get these books that I've written. I'd like to get them published. I probably would like to write another book,
Okay.
and I'd like to see my car business expand a little bit more.
Okay.
We're doing pretty well now, but it can always be better. And I like to see this other business that I'm just starting to get the ball rolling for explode.
Okay.
And then I also wouldn't mind being the oldest title holder in the UFC, the oldest person ever.
Okay.
That's
ma'am,
a,
I just
you
have
know.
one more question. Like, I forgot the question. What do you think of Conor McGregor attacking the bus? Yeah,
I think sometimes people let their egos get in the way of things.
Yeah.
It's a sport.
Yeah.
And when you start thinking, you know, you're better than everybody else and that your opinions are more important and that you're a more important period just because of what you do in one aspect of your life, that's all ego. And some people think it's a show of force. I think
Yeah.
it's outside the scope of athleticism and what you're doing. Anybody can bully anybody else.
Yeah.
And so are you really are you a master manipulator, a bully, or are you highly intelligent and a force to be reckoned with? I don't I think leave it in the ring. That's what I think.
Oh, okay. What is when is your next fight, and who is it against?
My next fight is June
Okay.
30th,
Okay.
and I just got offered it yesterday, and it's
Okay.
with Michaela Rampage, and
Okay.
it will be in Clinton, Iowa.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
And then my next fight after that will probably be August 25th in Burlington, Iowa,
Okay.
and that will be. I haven't been offered anybody yet for that.
Oh, okay. So I'll connect with you again after the fight. Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you very much for doing this. I'm really
Thank you.
grateful for it. Hope you enjoyed.
You're welcome. Okay, thanks. Bye.
So that was Kristine Ion-Rood, and it was an awesome experience talking to her, and it gives everyone hope that we are never too late to start anything and chase our dreams. We wish her all the best to her fighting career and her life. So that's it for today. We'll wrap it up. Thank you very much.